Hello, guys. This is my first time doing stand-up comedy, so it sucks to be you. Yeah, this is my girlfriend. She works for Steve, who owns Peppercom. And he came up to me, he cornered me, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to, you're a funny guy. I've heard you talk before. You're funny. You should do stand-up." And I was like, "Oh, that'd be great. What a great idea." I was like, "Oh my God, fuck. No. This is the worst idea ever." And so that's why I'm here. That's how I got here. And so I don't know how to write jokes. I can talk. That's about as much common ground as I have. And so someone was like, "Well, just tell what people know. Just get a common ground going." So I was like, "Okay, well, I have parents, so who here has parents?" Common ground established. Yeah, I have parents. My parents raised me, okay. Not great. I wouldn't say they hit it out of the park. But I've never murdered anyone. Not a lawyer, never sexually assaulted anyone. So like a B-. And but they always said things that had good intentions, but just horrible consequences. Like the time they wanted to send me to private school. I was going to go into high school, and they're like, "Well, Giancarlo, this is my mom, Giancarlo, we're going to send you to private school. It's going to be great." And I was like, "This is fantastic. I live in Florida. That Florida public schools suck. So I'll learn how to read. This will be great." And she was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "We're going to send you to a all-boys private Catholic school." And I was like, "Fuck you. Really? This is a good idea? The private? Why don't we go back to the private part, and then I walk away and I have a good life. Let's just try that." No, and they sent me that, and I was like, I don't understand. Why would you want to be in a private all-boys school? That's fantastic. You'll be around great peers. You'll learn so much. I'm like, okay, well, let's go through the facts. I'm about 5'2". I weigh about 110 pounds. I just have a thick, like a thatch of curly red hair. I'm all pale, and just freckles, head to toe. Big dork marks all over me. Really? That's great? That's now? You throw me a few curveballs? Oh, by the way, I'm 13, so I've kind of never been hornier than ever in my entire life. I was 12 about a year ago. I didn't even know what horny was. Now, just horny. Everything I touch is horny. Everything I see is horny. Voices in my head are horny. My mom was like, "You know what? I'll take out the trash. I'll take out the trash." In my head, it's just like, "Yeah, you can take out the trash, but you can fuck that couch." Fuck the couch. Fuck the shit out of that couch. No one knows. Couch is asleep. It's fine. You've had a few drinks in you. You're cool, man. Yeah, and then my mom tried to calm the deal over. She's like, "Well, you'll play tennis. You'll play on the tennis team." I was like, "Oh, sweet delight! I'll play tennis. You've been to high school? Do you know how it works?" Sort of like knocking my mom's vagina. Hello? That's not what girls go after. I'm not gonna ride the poon train. Being on the tennis team, and in order to play a good game of tennis, my parents had to move me from Nashville, Tennessee to Tampa, Florida. So who here has been to Florida before? Yeah, it's fucking awful. It's a terrible place to live and work. And I grew up in Nashville, and if you've ever been to Nashville before, you'll know, it's just, it's warm and cozy, and Nashville will just hug you. It's like if a Folgers commercial and a duvet cover had a baby. This would be Nashville. And then they took that from me, and they put me in Florida. They put me in Tampa, Florida, and that's like if the Saw film franchise and a pile of sand just fucked each other, had a rough sex. And the sand just went to a women's clinic and was like, "Look, I don't want to have this baby." And the woman said, "Well, you know what, you got to." She's like, "I can't, I'm an alcoholic, I work near power lines, this is not a good idea." So, well, you gotta do something. And she's like, all right, well, I got a shift in Hooters in 5 hours, so I guess I'll give it up for $1. And then she did, and that was Florida. So really, I'm worried about how what kind of dad I'm gonna be. My parents made all these great choices, so how is that gonna reflect on me? And I've decided that I'm gonna nail it. I've decided to have an Asian baby. An Asian baby is gonna fix it all. Asians are great, if you don't know. Asians in his house. Asians are awesome. Asians do no wrong in my mind. Smart, great in shape, they eat well. I spent 27 years of my life not being an Asian, so I know it sucks. My grades are subpar. I can't defend myself. I'm horrible at gymnastics. I have a shitty floor routine. It's not good. And when I was telling someone that, they're like, yeah, it's kind of racist. It's racist. It's a stereotype. And I was like, not if it's true. No, I mean, oh, you're smart and you have a good intellect. That's not racist. That's a compliment. Someone came up to me and was like, oh, you're Italian. You must cook well and have mad crazy sex. I'd be like, thanks. I appreciate that. It's not really true, but thanks for making a blind assumption. Well, okay, well, they're waving all these phones at me, so I guess that's it for me. But anyways, that was my first time. Thank you very much.